Hello all. In this video, we are going to study about megasporogenesis. That means the formation and development of embryo sac in the angiosperms, sexually reproducing flowering plants, angiosperms. How embryo sac will develop from the female reproductive system and gynoecium. So first, let's take one female flower. In this gynoecium, the gynoecium consisting of three components: ovary, style, and stigma. And coming to this ovary consisting of a centrally located cushion-like tissue, that is called placenta. And attached to this placenta, numerous ovules are present. Ovules are attached to this placenta. So these are ovules. Now let's look into the structure of ovule. Each ovule is surrounded by two integuments. They are the protective membranes. Integuments. So each ovule is surrounded by two integuments. And here is placenta. That means ovule is attached to the placenta, right? With the help of funicule, a stalk-like structure, funicule. And towards anterior side, this is anterior side, this is posterior side, that means basal side, this is apex, apical side. The two integuments use a small pore called micropyle. The two integuments towards anterior side use a small opening called, that is micropyle. At the basal portion, they both are fused to form chalaza. The basal portion, these two integuments fuse, that is called chalaza. And coming to the mass of cells that is present inside the ovule is nothing but nucellus. The mass of cells is called nucellus. And some of the cells of this nucellus, will differentiate to form megaspore mother cells. Megaspore mother cell, which is diploid. And this megaspore mother cells undergoes meiosis, megasporogenesis, which is meiosis and produces 4 megaspores. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So out of this 4, this 3 will degenerate. And one will be left, that is called functional megaspore. The one which is left is called functional megaspore. And this functional megaspore, which is, of course, all are haploid only. Each one is haploid. But this 3 megaspore degenerate, only 1 megaspore will be left, that is called functional megaspore. And this functional megaspore now undergoes mitotic divisions. The functional megaspore, nucleus of the functional megaspore, undergoes mitotic divisions. Mitosis 1 and become 2 nuclei. Further continues mitosis 2 and become 4 nuclei. And further undergoes mitosis 3. It becomes 8 nuclei. And this 8 nuclei will be arranged into 7 cells in 3 groups. 7 cells in 3 groups. So there's 3 cells. First 3 cells we'll discuss. These are synergids. These 2 cells are called synergids. And this cell is called egg which is also called a female gamete. Female gamete. And central cell. This is single cell but two nuclei. Two nuclei. Central cell it is. Central cell, which is diploid. Why? Because it possesses two polar nuclei. It possesses two polar nuclei. These two nuclei are called polar nuclei. Next, the cells which are located towards chalazal portion, they are called antipodals. They are called antipodals. Haploid only. Haploid. This antipodal is located towards chalaza, and this two synergids and egg cell located towards this micropyle. Okay, synergids located towards micropyle, and towards chalaza antipodals are produced. So this is embryo sac, and antipodals doesn't have any specific function. They will be degenerated after process of fertilization, and central cell two nuclei will fuse with the second male gamete coming from the pollen grain and forms into primary endosperm nucleus, whereas the egg cell located above two synergids, that egg cell will fuse with the male gamete, first male gamete coming from the pollen grain and forms into zygote, then embryo, then seed. Next, these synergids are also called helper cells. They will guide the pollen tube entry into the embryo sac. So this is the structure of embryo sac. So flower, gynoecium, ovary, and ovule, then nucellus, megaspore mother cell, functional megaspore, mitosis 3 times, and the embryo sac. So hope you understood. Thank you very much.